Hello everybody and welcome to Let's Play Pokemon Fire Red Episode 7. And today guys, it's a big day. Today guys, I'm going to educate you guys. Right, so let's get started. In the world of Pokemon today, we are going to be stupid. That's right, I did something I've done every time I go into this game. I get overconfident. In this episode, you're a nice guy. I gave you that lecture yesterday about how I want to be a nice guy and I just want to be understood. Well, in this episode, I got overconfident and I came into Misty's gym. Now I've got an electric type, so here's me thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to absolutely kill everything. Yeah, you know, that didn't happen. And what what fucked me up really badly in this was the fact that I did kill absolutely everything until a bit later in the video. You'll see what happens. But yeah, I fucked up a bit here, and I paid for it. I did things in the wrong order, and that's something that I paid for and that I correct in a later episode. But here in episode 7, you guys get to see me fail for a little bit. So obviously I am doing pretty well here. I'm kicking everything's ass, and that's where I went wrong, a little bit at least, because I was kicking everything's ass. I got really overconfident, thinking, oh, I'm going to do this in one run, you know, and that's something you don't want to do. But you guys will see in a bit. Anyway, yep, so we're on to our next battle. We're battling another trainer. There's 2 trainers in the gym and Misty, and the thing is I killed absolutely everything until I got to Misty's Starmie. Misty's Starmie, which compared to my level 14 Pikachu at this point, is over leveled as fuck. Level 22. And it bummed the shit out of me. Absolutely bummed the crap out of me. Like I was in prison for tax fraud and put in with the multi-murderer. You know, I got absolutely slaughtered, and you guys are going to get to see that in a moment. But you see, I got really overconfident and I was killing everything, you know, Pikachu, Butterfree, they were just sort of, yeah, kill. I mean, Goldeen did kill Pikachu at this point, but that was just, that I thought, no, well, it's just a lucky shot, you know, critical hit and all that. How fucking wrong I was. But this is, this early stage, this is a bit of a lesson for you. This episode is brought to you by Filtered Water, and later in the episode by beer. So, we'll see what we can do with this. Recording this at like 2 o'clock in the morning now, just because that's the only time I can really get some peace and quiet to record these, and I need the opportunity to just sit and talk loudly into a microphone. So yeah, I've gone back to the Pokemon Center, just healing up, thinking, yeah, full health Pikachu should be able to absolutely slaughter Misty, and I'll be dancing on her Pokegrave and wiggling my arse with my Cascade badge on my chest. And well, you're about to see the result. So let's just go and watch me a couple of hours ago make himself look like a complete and utter fucking tool. Not only those trainers who have a policy. What is your approach when you catch and train your Pokemon? My policy is all out effect with water type Pokemon. My policy, love, is kicking your ass. That's at least what I would like to say, but in this episode my policy is teaching everybody about how much of a tool I was a few hours ago. All looking good, isn't it? You know, Pikachu is beating her Starmie. Oh, I don't really want to make a Chris Brown joke, but you know, beating her Staryu like a red-headed stepchild. There we go. I avoided the Chris Brown joke. Pikachu up to level 15 and is trying to learn double team. Of course, at this point I'm thinking, yeah, you don't need that, but nah, you know. And I am looking like more and more of a tool as this episode goes on. I like to look back and laugh at some of the mistakes I've made in this game. Yeah, watch this. Water Pulse, dead. Just like that, what was supposed to be my ace in the hole was just battered down like the back doors of the previously mentioned Taps Ford jailbird. Butterfree, that was also supposed to be my second attempt, also only got himself a reprieve there with that sleep powder attack, but Misty Starmie is a monster. Oh man, I look like such an idiot in that one, in some of the ways I did this earlier, you know? But yeah, guys, we had that big talk in yesterday's episode about you know, all of that really deep and heartfelt stuff, and what I want you guys to comment on this one is that the sort of stuff you want me to talk about during this playthrough, or do you want me to go more seriously into the talking about Pokemon? Because I'll legitimately talk about whatever the hell you guys tell me to. The thing is, the deal I made in the early episode is still on. When I get to Lavender Town, my team of Pokemon will be nicknamed by suggestions made by you guys. Wayne, Wayne, I know you're watching this. You are guaranteed the free choice of a Pokemon to give a nickname to. But please don't make it something stupid. You can name it after yourself if you want, but you're free to choose which Pokemon you want named after you, or your lady wife, or whatever really. You know, and I might name a Pokemon after the Trolls. Haven't totally decided yet, but yeah, Johnny whited out, so at this point I look like a tosser. Misty Starmie on its own beat the shit out of my entire team. And then I pop back up at the Pokemon Center and get a stern lecture from Nurse Joy about being a tosser. But I think what I've said in this episode is more of a stern lecture, because I'm sternly lecturing myself in the past. So yeah, that's what we got here. So welcome to the Pokemon Center. I don't know why I did that, but I almost healed up again. And then I think, do you know what? I don't think that's a good idea. So maybe I should go and grind for a bit. I was totally overlooking something else that's actually in this level. So if you guys will forgive me, I totally overlooked something. And I'm sure you guys are screaming out to me, "You're supposed to do the fucking Nugget Bridge, you absolute idiot!" I know that now. At this point, I was blinded to the fact, oh god, Misty just beat me. I look like an idiot. I'm going to have to grind up and go back and beat her quickly. But I realised that a couple of battles into this section, and at this point I was thinking, shit. An episode of grinding. I said I wasn't going to do an episode of grinding. Shit. You know, and I was just cursing when I was doing this. And it dawned on me during this. Nugget Bridge. my rivals that you know, and it all just started to come together in my head, and that is what we end up doing. So here we go. Yeah, I've just realised, shit, I know what I've got to do now, you know, and I get a wild Spearow. So of course I'm thinking, well, I said I wanted a wild Spearow, let's catch the bugger, let's catch it now. That's what we're going to do, we're going to catch it. I know it's a lot lower than the other pokes in my team, but I said I wanted a Spearow from the start, and I am finally about to get one. And it's going to be the bane of my existence in the next video, because it's going to keep dying on me. But I think it's going to be a good Pokemon in the end, and I'm happy to train it up and evolve it at the right level. But for now, Spearow, welcome to the fold. So now let's head up and let's go and see Wayne. Not Wayne in real life, let's go and see Douche Wayne in the game. Douchebag Wayne in the game. That's what I'm going to call him, Douchebag Wayne in the game. Yeah. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. I'm not a rapper, but I'm still fucking rapping. I just love doing this shit. Rival Wayne would like to battle. Rival Wayne sent out Pidgeotto. So it's a giant bird with a turban on. At least that's what I always thought, but it's actually a giant bird with like dyed red hair. But it's also a dead bird. Well, almost. Because whilst Pikachu was absolutely battered down by Misty's level 22 Starmie, Pidgeotto only at level 18 is actually quite weak, and I thought at this point maybe my rival's too strong for me because he is more leveled than my team, but I knew I had Wartortle there who was the same level as him, and as it turns out Pidgeotto is pretty much his highest level, and that of course means that I will kill his team. But at this point when I was fighting Pidgeotto, I was quite worried, thinking, God, I'm going to look like even more of an idiot. This episode's going to have to be like a lobotomy of how shit I am at this game, you know, losing to Misty, then losing to Wayne. Oh, hang on, I can't lose to Wayne, because if I lose to Wayne, then the whole thing about Wayne being overconfident and a bit of a dickhead is completely ruined. At least that's what I was thinking when I was battling this, and I was swearing and swearing. But, you know, you guys will see what happens in this one. But obviously, yeah, I at this point was thinking, do you know what, maybe this isn't such a good idea after all. Maybe I should go back and do an episode of grinding, make this one a short episode, and do some grinding before we pop back up. But, you know, I, as it turns out, didn't really have much faith in myself. And that, I think, might have been a mistake. Well, it's going to be proven to be. Sorry guys, it's late at night, it's early in the morning when I'm recording this, and I'm not staying awake all that well. This is the last post-commentary I'm recording tonight, so... You know, I suddenly realised that Bulbasaur's got a poison subtype, which means Confusion is pretty powerful. And it's proven by the fact that in 2 it's virtually knocked out Bulbasaur, who was giving me some trouble, you know. He was giving me a little bit of trouble, but once I've got rid of its Bulbasaur, it was relatively plain sailing, to be honest. Because his Bulbasaur and his Pidgeotto are his highest levels. His Abra, now this is funny. His Abra hasn't got any moves. It's got Teleport. And as we all know in battle, Teleport does nothing. So his Abra just sits there and just takes a kicking. It's not even as good as the Metapods in that we battled in earlier episodes, because the Metapods we're actually making it more difficult to kill them by buffing up their defense. This Abra is literally just sitting there trying to teleport and then realising, no, I can't run from battle. So I don't know why they gave him the Abra. I know obviously he gets better, he evolves it later in the game, but I don't know why they gave him the Abra like this and didn't give him any moves for it. It almost seems like it was just to fill a space in his team, and I'm not sure and it's kind of ludicrous really, but the Abra actually can't do anything. You know, nothing at all. You know, why couldn't they give it hypnosis just so he could put us to sleep and be a bit annoying, or maybe, you know, stuff like that. But no, they didn't. They literally just had this Abra just sort of sit there and just let you beat on it, you know. And obviously he's got a Rattata. Now this is an interesting one because anybody who's read the creepypasta about Gary's Raticate will know that Gary's Rattata doesn't hang around all that much longer, and whether you guys believe that he just benches it or whether you guys believe the story, I'll talk about that in the next battle, because that's the last battle for Rattata, I believe, and we'll talk about that a little later in a later episode, 1 or 2 episodes on, I think. But yeah. So I defeat Wayne here, and I don't know what I do next. I can't remember. So we'll have to just wait and see, won't we? But I defeat Wayne here on the entryway to the Nugget Bridge, and he comes back and gives me the Versus Seeker, the Flame Checker. Sorry, not the Versus Seeker. That's in other games. I get confused sometimes, but I like that reference to Chatty Gossip About You, because that's quite funny, because our player character is silent all the way through, silent protagonist, but I don't know whether that's supposed to be that our guy is actually not a silent protagonist, we just don't get any words because we're supposed to think he says what we want, or yeah, but we are now healing up at the Pokemon Center, so this might well be the end of the episode. So I'll start to do the close off now, guys. So thank you for watching. This has been episode 7 of Let's Play Pokemon Fire Red. My name is Tom, and you guys are awesome. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Love you all. Goodbye, my friends. Hey guys, sorry I've been a bit of a dumb fuck here. I ended the episode prematurely. Ain't I, Doug? Like I said, I've been laughing at me in the past. Well, now I can laugh at me in the present, because I ended the episode prematurely. I forgot that in this battle we did the Nugget Bridge. So in this video we did the Nugget Bridge. So let's continue forward. We are going back up to the Nugget Bridge. Hope I've timed this just about right. And let's go. So yeah, I can laugh at myself a little bit here, because that was a bit of a balls up of epic proportions. So yeah, I forgot about the fact that I did Nugget Bridge in this video and thought I ended it there. Thought it was a bit short. In fact it was. I was only halfway through the video. Nugget Bridge is the rest of the video. So let's continue on with the Nugget Bridge. Nugget Bridge is awesome, because obviously it gives you a 5 grand nugget to play with at the end of the challenge. So yeah, that's an awesome bit of kit to pick up. That is a good beer. I've switched from water to beer now for this one, so this should be some fun. It is Saturday night or Sunday morning, so I think I'm allowed to have a couple of pints to chillax while I'm recording post-commentary for my video series. Anyway, yeah, I can't really talk about the actual battles that are going on because I'm not entirely sure if I've synced this up right. But I'll just talk general while the battles go on, because battles are boring anyway. Yeah, so as I said before, guys, you guys, I do these videos because I'm having fun doing it. I was interviewed recently by an old friend, Kimber Baker. She interviewed me. She interviewed me for a documentary that she's working on about people who put videos up on YouTube. Now that was before I started doing these, so it would have been interesting to do this. But I am thinking about doing some other stuff, so maybe some live streams, some hangouts, a couple of discussions with Wayne, stuff like that. Because I want to give you guys pretty much complete transparency. Whatever I'm doing with these, I want you guys to know about it, you know, and I'll explain and show some of the grinding in this game if that's what you want. But the grinding is the boring bit. So what I'm trying to do is merge the grinding in with actually doing stuff. So, you know, between trainer battles, a couple of level up, a couple of wild battles, you know, that sort of malarkey. To give you guys something to go with, because otherwise I'll have to just do big grinding sessions and like my Pokemon go from like level 20 to like level 30 while I've been grinding, and I don't think that's completely honest with you. And as far as I'm concerned, the important bit about this is being honest with you guys, you know. So hopefully you guys agree with this pattern I'm working on. I will also talk about some of the videos that Wayne put up on Saturday evening. I mean, I know this episode's going out on Thursday, but you know, he is one of my idols in terms of this business. He's been doing it a bit longer than I have, and he's one of the reasons I'm doing it now, because he pushed me into doing it. He helped me get set up and how to do it, and I'm forever grateful for that, you know. And what we're doing is we're doing a crossover, Pokemon crossover. He might have started it by this point, so I can talk about it here. The Pokemon crossover we're doing is he's going to play a Pokemon game and I'm going to play a Pokemon game, and we're each going to name our rival after each other. So I've named my rival Wayne, as you can see, and they'll name it either Tom or Johnny, or, you know, name him something to do with me. And we're going to compare notes, and hopefully, I've suggested this to him, he hasn't got back to me whether he wants to do this yet, but it's something that I'd like to do, is a hangout, because you can do a hangout via Google+, where we'll sit on webcams with our mics on, and we'll have a chat about the games and how they're going and how we're getting on with them, and we'll just sort of shoot the breeze, really. And that's something I've suggested to Wayne that we do, and hopefully we do get around to doing that. Now, I know there's a system on YouTube where you can live stream your chats and record them, I think. If that's the case, that's what we'll do. We'll live stream them in an evening and upload them to YouTube on the night. And that's something we're going to look into doing. I know a couple of my people I follow are doing it, so maybe it's something worth doing. Yeah, so, you know, I will be speaking to Wayne about stuff tomorrow. Well, I say tomorrow. It's Thursday when you're watching this. I spoke to Wayne on Sunday, and we'll see what's going on and see if we can get something like that set up, because I think little crossovers like that might be good fun. Anyway, yeah, so I am working my way through the Nugget Bridge. I know the Nugget Bridge is a lot of just straight up battling. I didn't have any problems in terms of beating any of the Nugget Bridge lot. I always like to go in a straight line, no going back to the Pokemon Center and healing, no items and all that. I just like to just battle straight through, and that's what I'm doing on this run here. So I'll just battle straight through the Nugget Bridge, beat all of them, and then beat the crafty Team Rocket sod at the end. And then I think I pop to the Pokemart and sell some of my wares to the attendants to make up some Pokédollars. So that's what you're getting in this episode, and I'm being pretty vague with it because I don't really know whether I've lined the audio up with the video properly because of the way I stopped it earlier. So hopefully this is in the right place for you guys. But yeah, the next episode coming out tomorrow, either Thursday or Friday when you're watching this, whatever tomorrow is when you're watching this, will be a episode of this with me battling my way through the top area towards Bill's house. I've already got a cracking title written for it, and I think you guys will enjoy it. So yeah, we are beating the Nugget Bridge in this one, so the Nougat Bridge gets defeated here, and then we'll make our way to Bill. Maybe you'll get to see a bit of revenge, but I won't say anymore. I have obviously recorded the video for that, and I'm yet to record the audio commentary for it, as I'm recording this audio commentary for this episode. So I know I record a lot in batches, and you're just going to have to get used to me breaking the fourth wall and talking about the way I do it, because I think this is the best way to do it in terms of getting the best quality footage and the best quality footage to be able to do the commentary, and I'll just have to do commentary over the top at the end. I know it makes it longer, so I have to play the game for half an hour, then record 30 minutes of audio commentary, and then upload the video for like an hour and a half, and then whatever. But I'm going to do them all in advance, so you guys won't need to worry. I'll make sure to try and get an episode out every day or every other day, and probably set them to go up around about lunchtime or early afternoon, and just sort of trying out this schedule system of YouTube's. So yeah, so that's something that I wanted to do for this episode and for this series really. So thank you for being my friends, guys, because I consider everybody who watches and comments my video a friend. You know, I'm a very loving person, and I like to be honest with people, and I run out of mega kicks, and I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. You know, a video I put up 5 years ago, which was just me running around with a new camcorder I bought and shooting video footage of Fun Stars at the holiday park me and my family used to attend. And I was just shooting video footage, and that's got like a couple of thousand views, which is amazing to me, because that's a lot. That's like the majority of views on my channel, you know. So I'm hoping that I get some decent views on this, but if I don't, then it doesn't matter, you know. I'm still having fun doing it, and I'm gonna finish the game regardless. Beat the Elite Four, and see how far down the line we are. That's probably going to be a couple of weeks down the line, recording at weekends. But yeah, that could be a couple of weeks or months down the line. But I'm going to try other things. I don't know whether I'm going to continue the Minecraft series, because doing post commentary on Minecraft is a bit awkward, and it got a bit laggy, and these games seem to run smoother on my system. I don't know why, but they seem to run slightly smoother. But this is if I've caught this up right, we're right at the end of this, and I hope you guys will have fun. I'm gonna in the next audio recording, I'll tell some stories about different things that I've been involved in, and try and give you guys an insight into me as a person whilst I'm doing these videos. Because obviously battling like this is quite boring. In the next episode though, I'm going to voice the majority of the trainers. I've got some gags lined up to take the mick out of them, so make sure you guys are back here tomorrow for the next episode. Make sure that you're back here tomorrow for the next episode, and watching and commenting and liking below and following me on Twitter at TomWilliams1990. But make sure you're here for the next episode of this series. So we'll go into the Pokemart and we'll sell some of our tools. But make sure, guys, that you are here for the next episode. Please, guys, and I know I'm not one of those people who likes to push the you must subscribe, you must subscribe. Please, guys, if you want to see the next episode of this and you want to get alerted to it, please subscribe to my channel and give me a chance to prove to you that I'm better than the bullshit you've heard about me. My name is Tom. This is Let's Play Pokemon Fire Red, and I love each and every one of you as if you were my own. I will see you in the next episode where we go and visit Bill. See you tomorrow, guys. Love you all. Goodbye.